Hi guys, and welcome to the very first episode of a brand new FIFA series called FIFA 16 Endgame. The point of this series is essentially to reinvigorate FIFA 16 in the few months leading up to FIFA 17. So FIFA 16 in the last few months has kind of gone a bit dead. There's too many good cards out there. The market is completely dead. There's no real challenge to it anymore. So this is actually a series aimed at making it more interesting for you. You get yourself back into FIFA, ready for FIFA 17. So where this series is different from normal series is that this is going to involve a player list taken from Football Manager. So instead of getting points and using coins to buy players, we're going to assume that you've got enough coins in your bank to buy normal players, and we're going to be using Football Manager money to buy our players. So the way we're going to set this out is that everyone starts off with £10 million in the bank. And you can buy your entire squad from that. Any players that you have left over in your team can be bronze players. You don't have to worry about those if you can't fill out your subs and your bench. So your main players have to be taken from that £10 million. And you can add to that budget by winning games. So for a win you get £1 million to add to the budget. For a draw you get £500,000. And for promotion in divisions you get 5 million. So you basically build up your money to buy players as you continue playing FIFA. So I have a list of Football Manager as well, of all the players on Football Manager. So if you don't have a copy of Football Manager, don't worry, there's a link to a Google Doc down in the description. You can look at the players' prices all on there if you don't want to go into Football Manager, but I like to be able to have side by side just to go and have a look and work out which players I want to buy. Should be pretty fun. So I'm going to hop into the buying of my players now, and you can see how it goes. Alright guys, so we've got our FM 2016 open here. We're going to start by having a look at the players we could buy. So we're setting our valuation to a maximum of 10 million. So these are the players that we could get if we really want to spend all of our money on one player. But as we've only got 10 million to buy our entire team at the moment, we're going to start by limiting that down and getting some players in for a lesser amount. So we're going to start off by getting a goalkeeper for £1 million maximum. We're actually going to pick up Tim Howard for a Premier League start. So we're going to go £675,000 on Tim Howard. Good solid keeper, nothing too special, but it will do a job. So what we want to do next is get our defensive partnership. So we need to either go for USA or we need to go for BPL. So we're going to get two BPL centre backs in. We're going to get Jolien Lescott to start with for £775,000. No particular reason other than I like him in real life. Could do a job. I always think he's an underrated centre back. Our other centre back is going to be Kolo Touré. Again, he's going to do a job. He's a good player in FIFA, and I'm a Liverpool fan, so I like him in real life. Everybody loves Kolo Touré. Now we're going to start with our left back for our fullbacks. We're going to get another BPL player in. We're going to get an up and coming one. So we're going to be picking up a left back that's been in the news quite a lot recently. Signed a new contract with Leicester. We're going to get Ben Chilwell for £600,000. Young, 18-year-old, touted to be a future England captain. He's only a bronze player in FIFA, but 80 pace. See if he's any good. For our right back, we're going to be going a little bit away from the central list. We're going to be going for a player that's Spanish. From the search at the top, Francisco Molinero. He doesn't actually appear in the scouting list because he's outside of my scouting range. He's a right back, plays for Real Betis in La Liga. So our next player we're going to get is going to be a defence midfielder. We're going to be picking up our most expensive player so far. We're going to set the valuation to 2.5 maximum, and we're going to be picking up a Liverpool legend in Xabi Alonso. One of my favourite ever players growing up. 1.8 million for Xabi Alonso. Amazing passing in FIFA. Still one of my favourite players. So for our other CDM, we're going to be picking up a player from the MLS. We're going to be picking up a few players from the MLS in this first starter team. The reason for this is just because the MLS is a very good undervalued league as far as old players go that can still do a job and are still good in FIFA. So we're going to pick up a player, and it's going to be Frank Lampard. So Frank Lampard will set us back £450,000, bargain there for Frank. And we're going to be getting another MLS English player in Steven Gerrard for £450,000. So Captain Fantastic is coming back. Now we need to sort out our right midfield. And we're going to be picking up another Spanish player for chemistry with Molinero. So we're going to be picking up Joaquin, getting a bit old now, but still a very good player. Joaquin for £1 million. Used to play very well for Valencia back in the day. And now we're going to be picking up our striker. So we're going to get another MLS player. We're going to go for, this guy is a legend, David Villa. Amazing player. Had a very good season in the MLS in the last year. Still got it. David Villa up front. So our final player we're going to get is our left midfielder. This is more for chemistry reasons than anything else. He's nothing amazing, but we're going to get Sean White-Phillips for £190,000. He says he's a right midfielder on FM, but he actually plays left mid on FIFA, so that fits him very nicely because he gets chemistry with David Villa and also Gerrard and Chilwell. So now we're going to be picking up a few substitutes. So we've got quite a few older players in our starting 11, so we're going to want some players to rotate in around them. And we're going to be going for Robbie Keane first of all, so he can actually fit in with the chemistry, and he's also a handy player to have for £375,000. So running a little bit low on money. So we're going to get another two players. Now the first player we're going to get is a former Ballon d'Or Player of the Year, and that's going to be the legendary Kaká, or as I like to call him, Apostrophe Boy. So Kaká is valued at £425,000, which leaves us with just one more player to get. We're going to get another attacking player. Apparently he is older than his official age is, but we're going to get Samuel Eto'o. According to FM, he's 34. According to Jose Mourinho, who knows? £650,000 for Samuel Eto'o. And that completes our starting team. I'm going to flick back over now to our FIFA content, and we're going to build this team. Hey guys, I forgot to show one player on the FM capture that I bought, which is Dario Serna. He was around the 600-700k mark. To keep things simple, I'm just going to blank down the bank down to 0, and we'll just start from there. Alright guys, we finished building the team. We've actually got a good chemistry level here. We've got 97 chemistry in total. We've been let down a little bit by Xabi Alonso and Colo Touré because there aren't any affordable Spanish centre-backs in the Premier League. So something to think about addressing there. We have a good bench as well, so we've got 4 options on the bench to bring on. The rest of the team I filled out with just bronze players. So this is our lineup. Notable players would be David Villa, obviously, with his 83 shot. Steven Gerrard and Frank Lampard, obviously. Xabi Alonso with the passing stats of a beast, 88 passing, which is very good. Work rates, they're not perfect in anyone, to be honest. Xabi Alonso is pretty good. I haven't thought too much about work rates since getting the initial squad out. Just want to get a nice team with good chemistry. We need to go and win some matches now because we need to get some more money in our bank to either buy some better players. So remember guys, it's $500,000 for a draw, $1 million for a win. If you get promoted and you're playing seasons, then that's $5 million in the bank. Okay guys, I'm going to bring this episode to a close here. If you like this episode and the series is a good idea, give us a like and a sub. Just starting off on YouTube, so it'd be really appreciated. If you want to see episode number 2, where we start getting into some games, follow the link up there. Thanks guys, this is BBH, signing off.